Good morning, planners of ASERB. Thank you for inviting me to your annual conference. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Janet Askew and I am the President of the European Council of Spatial Planning. At present, we have in our body around 26 different countries out of the 46 countries of the Council of Europe who are eligible to be members. We exist to promote spatial planning as a distinct profession, exchange knowledge and ideas, and to support each other, especially at this moment when our profession is facing great challenges. Now, it's easy to sit in our own countries and assume that the problems that we are facing are unique to us. However, one thing I've learned from being a planner for 50 years is that these problems are ubiquitous to all countries. The greatest of these is, of course, climate change, which affects all of us. It does not follow country boundaries. It's the role of planners to ensure that governments are ready for these crises, for the next crisis, and we've had to step up to contribute to reinstate our societies following some of our biggest crises in recent years, namely a global pandemic, COVID-19, and now, shockingly, helping Ukraine to rebuild for a sustainable future after the war. The ECTP is actively getting involved in these issues. We've worked together to publish our case studies of good practice for post-COVID recovery. We're talking to planners in Ukraine about how they can restart their country after the war. We offer support through our conferences to our members on issues as diverse as social justice, migration, climate justice, marine spatial planning, and planning for those areas on the edge of Europe. This year, our young planners addressed how to regenerate the mass housing neighbourhoods of our recent past. In every country, we find examples of the latter. Housing need is one of our greatest problems of all time, along with energy, nature, forestry, food, and reaching net zero. The SDGs suggest to us that if we can solve some of these major problems, then we can help to eradicate poverty in the world. Last week, the ECTP sponsored and contributed to a major conference in Gdansk in Poland, at which we were talking about different approaches to planning. I come from England, and it's long been known that the English legal system is different to that of continental Europe. In the UK, we practice an adaptive or indicative system of planning, which the Polish planners called flexible planning. After 2 days of deep discussion on this, we all realised that our systems are much closer than we think, and in each country there exists a combination of both approaches. While England is trying to create what the government thinks is a certain system of planning through zoning, other European countries are attempting to introduce more flexibility into their imperative systems. As a result of debate, we learned that we can help each other with the challenges that we all have by comparing methods which might lead to ways in which we can adapt our systems to deal with the modern era of uncertainty alongside complex, interrelated and international problems. If the ECTP is to succeed in promoting spatial planning as a distinct profession, it means that we must be recognised for our professionalism. And to become a professional planner, there must be a core curriculum of education which could lead to the mutual recognition of planners across Europe. And this is our major aim. If we all adopt this more flexible approach, we will need to move away from being mere technicians who tick boxes to verify that the codes have been met for a particular development. Instead, we need it to be acknowledged that forward planning is part of what we do, and that we can use our discretion, competence, skills and experience to assist our communities and politicians to make the right decisions for our future. Good luck with your conference, and it is very good to be able to talk to you, albeit that I'm not able to be with you. Thank you all very much. Goodbye.